Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 12 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode we've got another Manchester derby to play. It's obviously in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. It's the second leg. Obviously we played the first one in the last episode. That finished 3-2 to us, meaning United got themselves 2 away goals to take into this leg. They do have a good position to be in right now, but hopefully we can score a few goals ourselves, try and cancel out the away goals and go through to the final. Before we go any further into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead, click that subscribe button and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget to click the bell button next to it. Let me know in the comment section below if you're part of that notification squad, and I'd appreciate you doing that. And obviously, leave any comments about today's episode, I will read and reply as usual. Let's crack on with things. Let's take a look at the team that I'm going to put out for this game against Man United. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, Boateng, Laporte and Tellers at the back. We've got Fernandinho, Gundogan and De Bruyne in midfield, with Sterling, Aguero and Sané as our front three. So the team you'd probably expect, to be honest. We are just going to put that out and hope that we've got enough in our performance to beat United in this second Manchester derby in 2 episodes. Can we get through to the final? Let's wait and see. Let's try and beat them. Okay, here we go. Massive match here at Man United Stadium, Old Trafford. And an opportunity for us to get a few away goals ourselves, but it's going to be a very difficult game, this one. We saw in the last episode that it's not going to be a particularly plain sailing as this fixture. We are halfway through it at the moment, we've got the second half to play now, and I just hope we've got enough to be able to beat them. Aguero over to Fernandinho. Fernandinho looking to De Bruyne, now tries to flick on, Aguero wasn't ready, falls to Fernandinho, De Bruyne is there to shoot, it's a good save by David De Gea, just swings a left leg at it, and actually it's quite a good shot in the end. Sané to play this one short to Sterling. Who can he pick out here? And De Bruyne is there, so is Boateng. Oh, had to be saved. So close to the corner of the goal. Whether it was going in, I'm not really too sure. We do have ourselves another corner. Good start to this game for us. Sterling delivers. It's not quite as good, but Sané gets there. Actually, it's a good delivery in the end because David De Gea doesn't react quickly enough. And we've scored an away goal inside 10 minutes. What a ball in that ended up being. I thought it was a pretty ball one. I thought he'd scuffed it. But actually Sterling finds the centre perfectly, Sané leaves his man, it's an easy tap-in under David De Gea, and we've scored. I don't really know what's happened in that United defence there. Left totally open for Sané to get a little tap-in, and we've scored to make it 1-0, 4-2 on aggregate here. Fernandinho brings the ball forward here, trying to get past Pogba, still waiting, can he find somebody else here? De Bruyne went with the shot, but it's a great challenge there by Bailly to stop the shot from going on target, and it's a really good opportunity for us there once again. De Bruyne over to Leroy Sané, takes a touch, shoots, saves. I don't think it was going on target though. Sterling pulls this one back to Fernandinho, another save. Sané, oh, another save by David De Gea. How many was that? 3 or 4. Incredible saves there by David De Gea, and stops it from being 2-0. Does so well, doesn't he? So much quality. Sané going to deliver it into the box. Kyle Walker's there, tries the header, but I think just about beaten to it, unless he can win that. And another chance for Boateng. Aguero trying to find De Bruyne, first time off the bar. This is unbelievable. How is it only 1-0? Struggling to get the second goal. We really could do with it, a second away goal as well. That would help, obviously, rule out their 2 away goals that they got in the first leg. Let's still try and create something here. Good little 1-2. De Bruyne, maybe could have ran with it. Too keen to shoot. Go on, Sané. What a ball in. De Bruyne, oh my god, De Gea again. Can you just let another one in, please? This is getting ridiculous. De Bruyne running through, this has to be it, come on, oh, onto on his left foot. Sterling should hopefully get there. No, left it for a corner, meant to do that. And just on the stroke of half time here, De Bruyne to deliver another corner in. Gundogan's there, so's a few other players. That'll be a goal kick, I think. No. De Bruyne, Sané's there. So's Laporte off the bar again. That's twice now in this half. De Bruyne back into the middle for Boateng. Oh, somebody just scored a second. This is unbelievable. Okay, it's half-time, so we are winning, obviously 1-0. I mean, it could be double digits, it really could. If it wasn't for David De Gea, we wouldn't be that far off double digits in this game. It's ridiculous how many chances we've had, all been saved by David De Gea. We're playing really good football. United have had 0 shots. This is an unbelievable derby. 19 shots, 10 on target, 60% possession, and we're only halfway through the game. It's been an incredible first half for us, really, totally dominated. And they've had no chances at all, so really impressive stuff. We've got to try and get that second one though, and that probably puts the game to bed. We've got to prevent a quick start though to the second half. Always seems to happen to us. We've got to make sure they don't score early on. Sterling exploiting the space now that's left behind by the fullback. Sterling still going. Can he find a little chip across? Not really a little chip. Aguero into Sané. This has to be the second. It is off the post and in. 2-0. Finally doubled our lead with 25 minutes left of this game. And it's about time as well. They've made it 5-2 in aggregates. we've been the better team, definitely, and we've finally got the rewards of that now with that second goal. Really good bit of play. It's actually Boateng that allows us to be able to do this. He obviously wins the header, and then we get an attack through Gundogan. But yeah, it's fantastic play once again, and we just smashed that one home with Leroy Sané, 2-0. Okay, all three changes now. We're in a good position. Going to bring on Kovacic, Bernardo and Mahrez. We'll take off Gundogan, Sterling, De Bruyne, protect some of our better players. And obviously Gundogan's quite tired anyway, so he'll come off as well. Sané still searching for his hat-trick here, needs one more goal. Can he find Aguero here? Aguero through to Bernardo. Bernardo, oh, tried one too many passes maybe. Could have potentially tried to go himself, but I thought Mahrez was in a better position. Played it and it got intercepted. Mahrez charging forward to shoot. What a goal. What a goal from Riyad Mahrez. The substitute scored the third, and that's now 6-2 on aggregate. And the scoreline is obviously certainly not as high as it could have been, but it's looking much healthier now. Look at this for a run. Gets past Popper, uses a bit of strength from somewhere, and strikes from range. Beats David De Gea, and that's a great strike from Riyad Mahrez. Comes inside his left foot, which is what we want to see from him more often, because obviously he's not much of a right-footed player. But he's doing an incredible job there. Fantastic run, and we're 3-0 up. And that's on a plate for Bernardo. Unfortunately, he makes a bit of a mess of it. Mahrez through to Aguero. Aguero with a chance, and saved. Leroy Sané's still going to pick up the pieces and hopefully find another pass. Bernardo, oh my god, saved again. Not a great shot though. No, Sanchez. Pretty sure it's the first shot of the game in the 90th minute that they've just scored there, and they've just got themselves a goal. We obviously lose the clean sheet, which is disappointing, but yeah, it's the first shot in the 90th minute, and they've scored. It's also not deserved, but there you go, we're going to win anyway. We'll go through into the next round, which is going to be the final, so look forward to that game. It's now 6-3 in aggregate. It's just disappointing. They've just let it slip there. Frandinho a little bit out of position there, didn't protect the defence properly, and that led us to crumble a little bit. That's it, finishes 6-3 in aggregate. We're into the final. Fantastic for us. A really, really good Manchester derby. Heavily one-sided, obviously, as we saw by the stats a moment ago. But yeah, an incredible performance. David De Gea was really the star of the show for United. We had 24 shots, 14 on target, 55% possession, and we just dominated them, really. Having said that, they did have 100% shot accuracy from their one shot. So we go into the final to play against West Ham by the looks of it, unless they haven't played their second leg yet. I'm not really too sure. We'll wait for confirmation, but seems like it could be West Ham. Loan offer here for Phil Foden from Everton. Bizarre loan offer. No interest in loaning him out, though, despite him obviously not being right into the first team yet. He's only 17 years old. He's not going to be in the first team yet. He's still got a lot of training to do, and hopefully he's going to be around 80 overall from the end of the season, in which case he'll obviously be in and around the team a little bit more. He might well start this game though against Everton, so we are incorporating him into the side if we can, but obviously it can be tricky sometimes because we have better players. It's mainly Diaz that I'm more worried about, really, because he's obviously 73 overall and not getting into the team as much because Foden's the better one out of the two. Okay, so we're trying to get a deal done to bring in, obviously, PSG goalkeeper Areola, I think is how you pronounce his name. We're going to try and chuck Bravo out as part of this deal. It does seem a little bit out of the blue. I didn't really mention that I was going to try and bring in a new goalkeeper, and that's because I wasn't really, but I was trying to get rid of Jorginho as part of this deal, then that didn't work. They weren't interested. They wanted a goalkeeper, so we're going to give them Claudio Bravo plus 5 million is what we're going to try. We'll go 6 actually, because they asked for about over 10, I think it was. So we'll go 6 to begin with. They're still saying 10.8 though. 7.5. Come on, do a deal here. That's more like it. So that's accepted. Not even too sure what overall he is, but he's going to come in as a second choice goalkeeper behind Ederson. Not particularly realistic signing, although we have kind of steered away from that a little bit, obviously the signing of Telles in particular. But I did want to try and keep things fairly realistic, and also he just kind of fits in, I think, with the team. And to be honest, I never really feel that confident about playing Claudio Bravo in these sort of cup games like I want to. So we are going to bring in someone that I'm a little bit more confident in, even though he might not necessarily be as good overall. I don't really know. We'll offer him rotation. I think that's fair. Let's see what he says. Yes. No idea how much he was on at PSG at all. I mean, this is a total stab in the dark. 70 grand, should we say? That's a fairly safe one. I think he'll take it. Yeah, probably will. Probably more like 40, but there we go. We'll offer him 70 grand. He's signed for us anyway, and he will now join us. What overall is he? 81 overall. Fantastic news. Really happy with that, actually. We'll obviously play as the second choice goalkeeper behind Ederson. I think a really good signing for us. Pretty impressed with that. He's 6'5" as well, and I like a tall goalkeeper, so it's good that we've got him in. 24 years old, nice and young. And hopefully he'll be fine playing as the second choice behind Ederson. But I just felt like I wanted a better second choice than what we currently had. Still doesn't resolve the situation with Jorginho. We might just have to keep him at the club until next season, struggling to get any offers in for him or anything. So, yeah, because obviously I can't transfer list him because he's recently joined. So it'd have to be as part of a trade deal, or I just wait for a bid if one comes in. I think it's unlikely. Okay, so this game now against Everton in the Cup. It's obviously the FA Cup this time round. This is the team we're going to go with. 4-3-3 formation once again. The new signing starts in goal for us. Danilo still returning from injury, but will start with Otamendi, Company and Mendy alongside him. Kovacic, David Silva and Foden in midfield with Mahrez, Jesus and Bernardo starting as our front three. This is the bench: John Stones, Jorginho, Gracia, Diaz, Sterling, Leo and Aguero all on there. Loads of options, still some youngsters on there if we want to use them. And I guess we'll wait and see whether we can get ourselves a victory and go through to the next round. Okay, here we go for a big game against Everton here at home in the Cup. Obviously a changed side. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I suppose we'll have to see which it is for this game. But I still think it's a good enough team to beat Everton for sure. It's just whether we can get the performance levels at the right standard. Well played, Foden wins it back for Jesus to shoot, saved, and unfortunately wasn't followed up by Mahrez. Foden over to Mahrez, trying to get past Michael Keane who dives in far too early. Mahrez will try and shoot on his left foot. Can it be followed up by Bernardo? It can, but it was saved by Pickford brilliantly. Double save there from him and stops it from being 1-0. David Silva plays to Bernardo and he whips one in. Oh, what a header that was from Otamendi, but it was saved by Pickford again, who's doing a fantastic job. Company wins it back though. Back to Company. Can he cross on his left foot? Simple answer, no. Go on, Mahrez. Great run inside, shoots. It's just a remake of the United goal, isn't it? What a finish from Riyad Mahrez. This is what he does so well. Whenever you can try and find space inside, when he comes onto his left foot from the right-hand side, he's always his biggest threat. And I've not really seen that much more quality from him when he's done anything else. And he's obviously definitely in his best position when he's on the right and cuts on his left foot. We've seen it in the last game, see it in this game. Virtually identical goals there. And he's put us 1-0 up. Great start to this match. Great chance here. David Silva has to score. He does. It's 2-0. Fantastic hold-up play this time from Jesus. Little 1-2 with David Silva. It's 2-0 now on the stroke of half-time. And we've doubled our lead. Fantastic bit of play here. They just couldn't stop us. We just ran at the defence and they didn't really know what to do. Good finish on his right foot as well. And it's now 2-0. That's it for the first half. Still in the game 2-0. In a good position right now, actually. We're playing some good football. We're the better team again, really. And we are looking very, very good. So impressed by the start that we've made. Got to continue that in the second half though, and maybe we'll bring on some more youngsters to try and add to this team. Foden, ball through to Jesus. Jesus on his left foot, tried it, but optimistic, I think. Bernardo, little 1-2 with David Silva. Oh, still has it, David Silva, tries the fake shots. Oh, great strength shown from him, but unfortunately loses it. And terrible in defence there from Everton. Still pressing, but it's cleared. And we are going to make some changes now. All three changes, Leo, Diaz and Gracia to come on. We'll take off Kovacic, David Silva and Bernardo Silva. And we'll go with that. Just some changes there to bring on some youngsters. We're in a comfortable position. Ideally, we'd have a third goal at this point, but we haven't yet got that. I don't think it's too far away, though, unless those changes, change the game a lot. Jesus on a plate here for Leo, and he scores, as he should as well. It's a really good chance, actually, there. We created a fantastic opportunity. Jesus just opens up some space through the middle by going down the left-hand side, pulls it back and he smacks it first time. Great finish, 3-0 and 15 minutes to go. There's still time for some more goals as well. It's a great run inside actually from Leo, who just uses a free space to his advantage. Not quite first time, actually does take a touch, but it's a great finish nevertheless into the top left-hand corner. He's still got the number 9 top, not really too sure what to do about that, whether he just keeps it, because there's no one else that's really going to get it, I don't think. Foden through to Diaz. Diaz, and he scores 4-0. Another goal for us in the final couple of minutes of this game, and it's another great run actually from midfield. Diaz gets on the score sheet, which is good to see because he has struggled for game time, and so when he's got a little bit of game time here, 20 minutes or so, he has managed to get himself a goal as well, so very happy about that one. Good little finish into the bottom left-hand corner. That's it, finishes 4-0, comfortable victory into the next round. Really impressive scoreline and performance once again. And we're just showing our dominance at the moment. We've got into some good form, winning a few games on the bounce, which is good. And we're doing pretty well in the cup games. Got to transform that form and take it really into the league if we can now and hopefully pick up some points there. Because right now in the league, we are just 1 point in front of Man United. So we've got to be a little bit careful. Got to make sure that we are winning matches on the bounce now if we can. I don't think we'll get on to the next game. No, what we'll do is we'll finish off this transfer window, get to transfer deadline day, see if we've got any more offers in for players that we have transfer listed. Hopefully try and get Jorginho out the door. Don't know how we're going to manage it. We're going to try at least. Kieran Trippier's moved to Barcelona. To be fair, he has been linked with Real Madrid in real life. I don't think it's going to happen, but Interesting it's moved to Barca on this. Into transfer deadline day now, I'll go through the 10 hours and we'll see whether anything happens. Not expecting a lot of activity at all. Another loan offer for Phil Foden, this time from Middlesbrough. Probably some sort of offers I think we're going to get in the final few hours of this. Even though we do have a lot of players that are loan listed and transfer listed that I actually want to try and sell, I don't think we're going to get any offers in until we've left the transfer window. That's usually the way it works. Okay, final hour of the transfer window here, and we are going to skip it, and we have gone through transfer deadline day without any major deals, or any deals at all done for us. I imagine we'll get some offers though before this game against Burnley. That's usually the way it seems to work for some reason. We do have some scouting reports to take a look at. We will quickly do that now. And there's an English guy I want straight away. I'll have him, and that'll be it. Any Brazilians? No, not good again. What about some Spanish players? I'll have this guy, but reluctantly. He probably won't last long. So if we take a look at our youth academy, this is what we're looking like right now. We might just change the view. Is that better? No, don't like it. So we've got Mason Lewis, who looked pretty good. We've got Billy Shaw, who also looks pretty good. This goalkeeper who, to be honest, I mean, I've just signed him up, but he's probably not good enough already. We'll give him a month or two, we'll see. Maybe just a few weeks. Pablo Muñoz is in a similar position there. In fact, I am going to release him because his potential is not good. Let's have a look. Max Hall just recently got him, I think. But yeah, a lot of good players. I think Brandon Hughes looks the most promising goalkeeper that we have. Very good potential, good overall already, 16 years old. We've also got this guy called Luna, Benjamin Luna, who actually has got a really good potential, hasn't he? Certainly want to keep an eye on. Maybe we start training these guys up, I'm not really too sure exactly just yet. Mason Alexander looks a very good left back. One for the future. Manuel looks good as well. Henriquez, some good players. Another good left back, this time a Brazilian guy who could be interesting for us. So, certainly got a lot of promising players there. What we are going to quickly do is take a look at our squad. With us just leaving the giant transfer window, what I usually like to do is a squad report. So we go through, take a look at how our individual players are getting on and how they're growing. So first of all, we've got Gunn out on loan at Norwich. He's not changed. Neither is Joe Hart. Edison up 2, Murik up 3, Grimshaw up 3, our new signing obviously staying the same, Matthew up 1, Danlo stays the same, as does Kyle Walker. Durney, who's obviously gone up 8 overalls, is doing fantastic well for us, still training up at the moment. Jason Denier, he's stayed the same, as has Mangala. Up 1 for Stone, Boateng the same, Humphreys Grant up 2, same with Tossin. We've got Company staying the same, as is Otamendi. Another one of our younger centre-backs there, going up 2 overalls. Laporte up 1, Zinchenko up 1 at Bolton, Angelina up 1. Got Mendy up 2, Teller stays the same. Fernandinho goes down 1, which is interesting, but he is 32, so that's expected. Diallo's gone up 2, as has Patrick Roberts. Mara stays the same, Douglas Luiz up 1, so it's Gundogan. Deli Bashiri has got up 3, got Fernandes up 2, Jorginho stays the same, Kovacic up 1, so Selina, De Bruyne stays the same, Gracia up 3, Foden up 7, fantastic for us. Garcia up 1, down 1 for David Silva, again not too surprising, 32 years old now. Diaz up 7, another really good improvement from him. Sterling up 1, Bernardo up 1, Harrison up 1, Namacha up 2, got Aguero stays the same, Leo up 3, Jesus up 2, and then Sané up 1 as well. So pretty good all round. Just a couple of players dropping down overall, but that's expected. They're obviously getting a little bit older. Maybe we have to look at replacements next season. You can see the highest growers there, in particular 7, 7, and 8 overalls. Really good stuff from them, and obviously 2 guys going down in overall. But it's expected, like I say, we'll find replacements pretty soon because those guys are pretty big players for us, so we need to try and find some big replacements if we haven't already got them in the squad. But that'll be everything for today's episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If we're going to try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. I'll be so grateful of that. Also, don't forget to click the bell button if you have it next to it, if you want to get notifications when these videos go out. Alternatively, you can get a notification on Twitter or on Instagram by just seeing it on your timeline. If you follow me there, at GamefaceHD, links to that in the description below, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.